Poli! Hey, what's up? It's Poli. So I was bored the other day, right? And I decided to draw. And I'd been playing lots of Warframe recently, and I'd written down a bunch of the characters in the game I wanted to get. Warframe's a really cool game, by the way. You should check it out if you haven't. And so I had this list, and I decided, let me try and draw some of them from memory. So I did some basic sketches, right? And then I did a more filled out sketch of one of them called Limbo. He can shift between the rift and enemies kind of attack him whilst he's in that. So it's a cool concept. And so yeah, I drew him from memory, and I'm like, hey, that was pretty fun. So why don't I try and make a video out of this? I'd seen other creators like Mizkif and Ludwig do it for Pokemon and stuff, and I thought it was a fun idea. So I decided to give it a go for Warframe. Come on, you could see that coming. So I went online and found a spinner wheel to pick the random Warframe, and I got Cora. Right. So I've never actually played as Cora, but I think she kind of looks like Gara, so that's kind of what I went with and just hoped that I was kind of close. I did somehow remember the signature weapon being the Hystrix, because I do have that, so I kind of drew that. And I'm pretty sure that Cora has something to do with Kubros, so I tried to draw one of those as well. And yeah, so I just drew basically Gara and a little skirt thingy and just lines and stuff, and then tried to make a sort of Plains of Eidolon background, but just basically generic grass and stuff, nothing special. So yeah, and just brown and stuff, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, and a little bit of white. And yeah, now when it comes to the art side of things, I know I'm not that good, but I feel like it's decent. But yeah, I've been drawing for pretty much all my life, but on and off, not trying to be great. And I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out, honestly. So basically I just drew the basic sketch as you saw, and then painted it with gouache, which this is my second time using it, so I don't know. But then I went over with an outline pen at the end, and I think that really tied everything together. And I'm overall pretty happy with this. Alright, so I went back to the spinner wheel and wondering who I would get next. And yeah.
Bruh.
Let's try that again. Alright, so spinning the wheel again and hoping that I would get someone I knew. And Neza. Alright. So Neza was probably the one that I had the least idea about when I was painting and drawing it. Yeah, I just never really played it or looked at it really. So I kind of knew he had ribbons and stuff, and I kind of knew the color palette. Mostly what I knew about him just came from the memes really though. So yeah, but yeah, I'm alright with this one, and I think the pose I chose was pretty cool, kind of. I don't know, it's basic, but I've tried to do some more poses like that, and I'm getting better at it, and I think it's fun to try and experiment with new things like that. And yeah, I used a bunch of the leftover colors because I put way too much out, and I used them on the floor there and kind of shaded it underneath him. And yeah, went over with the outline pen again, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's a bit plain, but I really didn't have much idea of what to do. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Alright, so third and final Warframe. I was hoping that I would get someone I kind of know, and Chroma is pretty good. I haven't actually got Chroma, but I did want to get him, so I kind of knew what he looked like. No, he's the tallest Warframe, so I tried to take up the chunk of the page as best as I could. He ended up a little bit wonky, sort of standing on an angle, but I think it works on the end. But yeah, just lots of lines and detail, that's all I could remember really. And I drew in a cape to sort of counteract that wonkiness. And yeah, so just going in and filling all of the lines with a dark sort of red-brown, and then coming over the top of that with a brighter red. It's still pretty dark, but And yeah, I really enjoy this time lapse, it's pretty cool. And then going over on the eyes, I painted them and then went over the top and then had to paint more. And then lining, I wasn't actually planning to line the whole thing, but I enjoyed it in the end, and I think it looked a lot better. So yeah, and overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with all of them. I think Chroma was the one I was expecting to be the best, but I actually really like Cora the most, and then Neza is pretty basic, but it's alright. I'm pretty happy with how this went, especially with my sort of level of art skill, and I've been playing Warframe for probably 6 months now, which is a long time, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. But now we come to the time in the video where I actually see how I did. How good is my memory, and how do these drawings compare to the actual characters? Alright, so you might have noticed that all of the voice recording was done after I've taken all of those clips, but these ones are actually doing live as I'm editing this video. And so yeah, basically so you can get my genuine reaction as to what they look like. So first up, Cora. I don't know how I've done with this, and it's all fun, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect or anything, but here we go. Alright, that is interesting. That is kind of close, but also pretty far. Like I've got like the three things, and I've similar color scheme, although it's not very brown, it's almost a little bit purpley red. I don't know, I'm not that good with those colors, but different, but almost. And now I think if we look at Gara, it's gonna be a different story. Yeah, you can definitely see that it looks a lot closer, kind of, yeah. So, not bad. Not bad, but could have been better. Alright, so, Neza. This is going to be interesting as well. I think it's so basic, there's no way it can look like that. So, it'll be like, how close is it going to be, really? Oh. Oh, that is, like, I've got the ribbons and stuff, that was, somehow remembered that, but the colors are not there at all, apart from maybe the helmet, but then the design is completely off. There's the legs are dark on the back and stuff, but yeah, completely missed those other bits of red, and the blue, just, yeah, completely missed that. It's not horrible, but it doesn't really look like Neza. And yeah, so last hope, Chroma. I can kind of remember what he looks like, but I think I've kind of missed it, but it's not horrible. I guess we'll see. Right. It's red. Just not everywhere. I did not remember it like not having that much, and it's not even red, it's kind of like a blood orange sort of thing. But yeah, so much like grey in the middle, and yeah, I got lines and stuff, there are lines on there, but yeah, it's similar, but yeah, not amazing. So yeah, in the end, I did alright. I think I'm proud of it, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely happy with what I did, and I can always get better, and might try some different games and different characters in the future. So yeah, there it is, my first YouTube video. I hope you really enjoyed, and I hope you continue to enjoy if I continue to post. And yeah, I really found it really good, and I think I'll continue to do some more uploads, similar stuff to this or completely different stuff. I'm also interested in music, but I'm also, the name Poli, I've chosen it because it means many, and my plan with the channel is to like just do a bunch of different stuff. Whether I do that straight away or if I get used to making videos first, I think it'll probably be the latter. But yeah, I find this really fun, and hopefully I can keep posting and keep the motivation up, and yeah. So yeah, hope you really enjoyed and that you're having a great day. Peace.